Hello.
Hello again.
I've decided to apply for grants, but I don't know where to find out more about them. Can you help?
Certainly. Now, there are grant databases available. These come from different companies and they have different costs depending on how big or what they will do for you. We use one here at Walsall called Funding Central. This is quite a cheap one, so if you're a small organisation, it's absolutely free to use. And like the rest, it has about 4,500 grant funders available with details that you can search. It depends on what you want to do, but cheaper does not necessarily mean, in this case, worse.
There are so many funders out there, but how will I know which ones to approach?
Well, this is where the information comes in. A grant funder will have very clear ideas about what they want to do with their money. Some are quite broad and some have specific interests. So, look at their terms and conditions. Are you in the right geographical area? Some may be interested in the West Midlands, some will be interested in delivering good things in Walsall. Some will be across the United Kingdom, for example. Next, who are the people who are going to benefit? Some grant funders want to help children, some with older people, some men, some women, and all things in between. Again, what kind of activity? Some will be interested, for example, in drama and the theatre. Some will be interested in doing things which on a very small local level, which are going to improve the natural environment. Again, so see what you want to do and match with what they want. They'll also want to know what you're going to do with the money. Some will quite happily give you money for things called revenue. By that, we usually mean cash, and that's for things like rental of a venue, rental of a vehicle. It could be volunteers' expenses, it could be sessional wages, things like that. Capital is another term, but that usually refers to things that you can feel and touch. So that's pieces of equipment, laptops, etc. Lastly, think about your legal structure. By that I mean, what's your setup? Quite a lot of funders will only consider you if you're a registered charity, but at the very least you need to be a constituted body. So that means you have to have a governing document or set of rules that tells people how your organisations work. The best thing I can say is read the small print and match what you want to do with what they want to do.
What other things do I need to have in place to make an application for a grant?
You'll need a constitution. That's your set of rules. It might be called rules, it might be called memorandum and articles of association, but basically it tells you the organisation how it's going to run. If you've been running for a while, they're going to want to see the last set of accounts of a year. If you haven't, and if you're a new organisation, don't panic, but you might want to give some sort of estimate of what you're going to be doing over the next 12 months. Another important thing is the proper policies and procedures. So, for example, if you're going to deal with children or vulnerable adults, they well might want to see your safeguarding policies and procedures. Lastly, you need a good application, and that's another thing that we can talk about a little later.
Okay, thank you. Is all of this something that One Walsall can support me with?
Absolutely. We're here to help you with your funding needs. So, if you want to help looking for funding, come to us and we can look at a database with you, or we can show you how to use the database so that you can do it for yourself. Also, we can help you put together applications, teaching you as you go so that you'll be able to do it yourself in the future.
Thank you.